XRP to $1.
What? Massive insider trading. Not buying the dips, but buying the tips. Stablecoins.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Ahoy, ahoy, friends, and happy Monday to you all. A little bit of Schedule 1 up on the screen. Any players or viewers in the house? What do we got on the screen? Now we got green on the screen. See what I did there? There was a total transition. Your comments come first because you, the viewer, matter most. Brian C. dropping support on the channel says thank you. Well, you're welcome, and thank you for the support. Brian says, once I heard you say Chicago, I understood why I liked your personality. Grew up there for 30 years. My wife is actually Southside Irish. I am Western Burbs, my guy. So, Brian, thank you for the support. Jeremy Touche hanging out with us says, call me crazy. I won't, but you could call yourself crazy. He says, but I think Ripple might be another 3-letter agency in disguise. Ooh. How do you win a lawsuit and still have to pay $50 million? Then Brad says they might pay in XRP. Just my own conspiracy theory. Don't mind me. Yeah, the one thing I do hate is when people say, yo, we won the lawsuit. Dude, you paid $50 million. That's not cool. That's not winning. Winning isn't paying money. Winning is getting money. Bitcoin sitting at 84,000. Okay, look, they lost less. How about that? That's a better way of saying it. Bitcoin sitting at 84,407. ETH is 1637. XP at 213. XRP. Oh, you got to hear this. BNB at 587. Wall Street's at 225. Doge at 61. While it is at 63. XLM's at, well, let's find it here. Volume's been down 24 cents. Stablecoins. Look, they're a rising. They're a growing. Market cap right now over the last 7 days, it's down 467 million. That's nothing. That's a $500 million. That's nothing. Down 0.2%. Sideways action. Stablecoin regs probably going to get a bill end of this month, if not the beginning of next month. Now, drama mama time. Are you the father? I hope not, because I hope your pullout game is strong. Mantra and Laser Digital deny the role in the OM token collapse. Yeah, 90% drop over the weekend. OM's price collapse on Sunday wiped out an estimated $5 billion in market value, prompting widespread alarm. And holy crap, that's all I saw over the weekend. But I waited till today to bring it up. Why? Because people are like, but bro, the negative. Well, I wanted to see what happened with the story first. John Patrick Mullen, co-founder of Mantra, addressed the token collapse in a blog post, saying the incident was allegedly triggered by forced closures on centralized exchanges, which allegedly acted without warning. Oh, that's not good. In the blog post, Mullen emphasized that neither Mantra's team, its association advisors, nor investors were responsible for the activity. To be clear, the dislocation was not caused by the team. While the team said it values the partnerships, they call for greater accountability and oversight. Now, that being said, though, there's some crypto sleuths out there that say, no, this was insider selling, baby. By the way, Sailor, buying the dips or buying the tips? I'm just watching his average go up. Normally, when players are like DCA and they're trying to get their average to go down over time, my guy's average just keeps going up over time. Sailor bought more, but not much more. Why? Because his funding is running out. It seems to me that these shareholders out there don't want to fork over as much money anymore for Sailor to keep buying the Bitcoin. And here's the problem. If Sailor keeps buying Bitcoin, that means he doesn't have as much cash on to what? Pay the bills. And with MicroStrategy losing money 4 quarters in a row, my guess is going to be 5 quarters in a row. Well, guess what? They don't have the cash flow then to pay their bills, which means they're going to have to sell their BTC potentially to keep the lights on and pay employees and keep things going. XRP, adding a 0 to its price, no longer a possibility. All right, I got to share this with you because this is kind of like weird here. You're seeing some news now in terms of XRP price action, not on the positive, like outlandish, oh, we're melting faces, $40,000 buyback, but like you're seeing more negative sentiment news. Now, I'm going to kind of stop this real quick, okay? I'm going to say this. XRP to $1, I don't think so. If you look at this chart up on the screen, this little blue line right here, okay, this nicely drawn blue line, thank you, I drew you a nice blue line, is right at the $2 mark, okay? This nice blue line shows you that, yes, XRP has gone down below $2 since the beginning of this move. Look, when this move first started and we broke $2 for the first time on December 1st, you can see We broke it right here on the 10th, and we broke it right here on the 20th. We also broke it right here on the 3rd of February. And again, you get my point, okay? So we broke it several times, but every time we've rebounded back. And you've seen even in this most recent move, which was the most violently under 2, we've also rebounded back. Okay, cool. But players out there were saying, yo, XRP to $1. Even in this most recent move, we didn't come anywhere near that. And there was a lot of financial support. When Sunday Bloody Sunday happened and we hit that $1.77, the Korean won pairing was nasty in terms of, like, nasty in terms of, like, Mr. Nasty Mini dumping into there, buying the dip like you've never seen. The Koreans, their average, they DCA'd like mofos. Yeah, they did not do the sailor buy on the tips. No, they bought the dipperonis, guys and gals. And so what you're seeing is massive amounts of money pouring into XRP in these lows. So when you see it, it's always bouncing back to 2. So when these players out there are like, yo, we're going to go to $1, I'm like, I don't think so, girlfriend. Now, in terms of adding another 0 to the price and making it $20 XRP, well, girlfriend, we can't even break, $2.25 right now in the near term, and $3 is kind of a little bit far away just for now, right? We need some things to change. But the naysayers with the $1, I don't know, man. Cryptocurrency ecosystem showing broad signs of recovery, with XRP price movements capturing significant attention from investors and analysts. And that is true. XRP is seeing healthy volume. Even when you're seeing the rest of the market get a little bit softer volume-wise, XRP's volume is holding fairly strong. I like it, okay? Just wish we saw a little bit more positive price action. Following an intense period of sell-off last week, there were genuine concerns that XRP might add a 0 to its price or fall below the critical $1 threshold. Falling below $1? No way. No freaking way. Could you imagine the amount of buying that would happen if XRP would get anywhere close to $1.50? Could you imagine the number of people that would be leveraging to all hell if XRP got close to $1? That's what I'm saying. There's so much support right now around that $2 mark that there's bonkers level of support if you would get around that $1.50. Come on now. So yeah, good news, we're staying north of the $2 Roni. The bad news, I am seeing more articles, more chartists out there, chart princesses, because they are princesses, right? I hopefully said that right. Out there saying, you know what, we're seeing some bad stuff. But I think those are the players out there that are trying to play to the negativity on things. Don't get me wrong. We are in a kind of a tariff poop sandwich right now. I hope you had a little bit of a drink right there. But we still got the regs coming up. We got some ETFs coming up. And I get it. I get that the tariffs, drink again, are going to be a little bit of a poop sandwich. But Jerome's still going to be lowering rates here, even though it's going to be slower than we all expected. They're still going to come down over the next year plus. All right, so we don't rocket ship to the moon. Maybe we take a leisurely stroll to the moon. That's cool. I bet a bunch of us are young enough to experience that kind of fun. And this feels healthier. It feels more natural, right? I mean, once you get the regs in, I think it kind of puts in place that maybe we're going to see a little bit more stability to the market. Now, does that mean we still can't expect like these crazy, volatile days? I mean, it's crypto. Let's be real here. Volatility is in the mix, girlfriend. You are the father. And then you find out that she lied about the DNA test. Yeah, and it's like you were not the father. But regs are going to come. They're going to be stablecoin regs first, and then we're going to get the crypto regaronis. And then we're going to deal with all this tariff stuff too. Drink again. We're also going to deal with the ETFs, which are going to be cool. But then there's always going to be something else, right? Like in 2008, it was housing. You had a credit crunch not too long ago. So there's always something. And the longer that crypto stays relevant through these like economic hardships, the more that gives crypto like a stronger foundation. And that stronger foundation is something I think we should all feel good about. And I know a lot of you out there are like, but bro, you're usually really negative. No, I'm not negative. I'm very realistic with stuff. But what I'm telling you is that as we go through these situations that are negative and we survive them, that builds a better base, a better foundation. And that's very bullish, because that then leads us to what? Leads us to becoming a stronger, more valid asset, because there's still a lot of players out there in traditional finance that don't take crypto for real. They look at it and they're like, all right, it's still BS. All right, it's going to go away in the next couple of years. And all of a sudden, if we get a few of these nasty, like, economic poop sandwiches and we survive it, people are going to be like, yo, there's staying power there. You know, think of BTC, and we'll use BTC as an example because that's the store of value play, right? If all of a sudden, right, we go through the tariffs, drink again, and we go through all that, and we go through the rate cuts, and let's say we're in 2027, and BTC is still like maybe like 125,000, maybe 130,000, somewhere around there. Players can be like, yo, BTC weathered the storm. Like, this is cool. I get it. Let's say XRP is in the $3, $4, $5 range, somewhere around there. Cool. XRP got through the SEC. XRP got through the crappy rates with Jerome Powell. XRP got through the tariff trade wars. Drink again. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you're going to start looking at this stuff going, whoa, these assets, they got some marbles. They got some huevos down here. And that'll benefit us all. So we're early in terms of, like, our notches on the belt. And these poop storms, they suck, but you got to go through them. And you'll come through it as a chiseled veteran, right? Like chiseled stone, marble, whatever you want to call it. So, sucks now, but trust me, gonna be better at the end. Choo-choo what? Well, I mean, there's a sign behind me. It's not plugged in because I'm a total moron, but choo-choo bitches.